Now that we have learned about the Wright brothers and how they invented the airplane, let's take a look at the airport where I live as well as the planes that are there and see how the Wright brothers' inventions are.
Let's open the hangar and see what's inside. This is my family's Citabria. It goes about 130 miles per hour and is fully acrobatic. So not only can you go on a trip in it, but you can also do flips and rolls and have a lot of fun in it. These are called the spades. They're attached to the ailerons so that whenever you turn it, it makes it a lot more sensitive. This helps you turn and do aerobatics like loops and rolls. Unlike the Wright Brothers planes, the planes now have a number on the side. No two numbers are alike. My Citabria's number is N93SM, but in pilot talk, that number really means November 93 Sierra Mike. These are some of the instruments in our family's Citabria. This is the RPMs meter, and it says how fast the propeller is moving. This is the airspeed meter, and it says how fast the plane's moving. This is the vertical speed meter, and it says how fast you're going up or down. And the altitude meter, it says how high up the plane is. This is the GPS meter. It says where you are in the world by working through the satellite. When the Wright brothers made planes, they didn't have any of these meters. In an aerobatic plane, seatbelts are really important, and they're a lot different from a car seatbelt. You have the regular thing, but then you slide one of these on, then you slide another one on. And then finally, the last one. Then you hook it up to this thingy. Ready to go flying. Our pre-flight's done. We're all strapped up. Guess we're ready to go.
We are on the way to Winder Airport to get some gas for the plane. On the way to the airport, we are seeing Lake Lanier. Look how low the water is. Now we are flying over the school. This is the view from about 2,000 feet.
We just got back from a great flight to Winder Airport where we got some gas. Now that we're back, let's go see some of the planes in our neighborhood. This is inside my hangar. It has my dad's hang glider and an ultralight sailplane called a super floater. These are very similar to the Wright brothers' first gliders. Before the Wright brothers made motorized planes, they made gliders, which are planes without motors, similar to my dad's Schweitzer 196. As you can see, the glider doesn't have many instruments. And since it doesn't have a motor, it has to be towed in the air with a plane. And in order to be released from the plane, you pull the yellow ball. This is my family's Dragonfly. It weighs 500 pounds with a driver, unlike the Wright Flyer, which weighs 750 pounds with a driver. This plane costs $30,000, while the Wright Flyer only costs $1,000. Back when the Wright brothers made planes, they didn't have the materials that we have now. So that's why Wilbur came up with weight shift. Weight shift is when you shift your body forward, the plane will go down, and pull back, it'll go up. You also shift your weight to the right to go right and left to go left. The controls to a modern plane are very simple. You just pull back the stick to make the plane go up, push the stick forward to make it go down, pull it to the right to make it go right, and push it to the left to make it go left. Let's go around to the back of the plane to see what happened when the wing warps. The controls to a modern airplane are very simple. When you turn the stick to the right aileron will go up, which makes the plane turn right. But when you turn it left, the right aileron goes down, which makes the plane turn left. The Wright Brothers' first powered planes had their propellers in the back. That's called the pusher. And it's also very similar to our ultralight Dragonfly's propeller. Most new planes have their propellers in the front. Let's go take a look at some of those. This is my neighbor, Mr. Mike's Cessna 195. It's a very rare antique plane with 350 horsepower radial engine. There's very few of these left in the world. These are the controls for the Cessna 195. It has old controls along with new controls like satellite navigation. This is my neighbor, Mr. Musgrove's Aronca sedan. It is also a very rare classic. It holds 4 people and it's a lot of fun to fly. Just like our Citabria, the Aronca also has a number. It's 1136H, but in pilot talk it stands for 1136 Hotel. This is my neighbor, Mr. Greg's RV6. He built this himself and it took almost 2,000 hours. It goes over 200 miles per hour and it's built completely aerobatic and made for flips and rolls. I've rode in this plane before and it's really fun. This is a very rare Boeing World War I Stearman that belongs to my neighbor, Mr. Tax. If you like biplanes, it's a lot of fun to fly in. The Wright Brothers really would have wanted this engine. The Boeing Stearman has a 220 horsepower engine and it's radial, which means that it's circular. This gives it a lot of power for loops and rolls. Not only does the Stearman have two wings, but it has 2 seats too, so you can go up and bring a friend with you. When flying an aerobatic airplane, like the Stearman or our Citabria, you always wear a parachute. Wright Brothers didn't have a parachute. You slip it on like a jacket. You attach the cords, and then if you ever have to jump out, you pull the little lever thingy and scream. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. I have tried to show you how the Wright Brothers invented the first powered airplanes and how their work is still being used today. Thanks again for watching my presentation, and make sure you check out the extras menu for more fun stuff.